So, good afternoon, everyone. I'm seeing names that I now have only seen on an email and on a list, like Calista and Eugene and Alberto and so forth, and Marguerite. And then I see some colleagues' names as well, like Niku and Anissa and some other Stellenbosch University colleagues. So just from my side. Um, the first world is welcome. Welcome to the session. And this is, of course, an orientation to the ADA course that is starting on Monday, which is called Teaching in the Digital World, the use of blended active learning approaches or strategies or something to that effect. Right, so we've got a couple of attendees, about 14, so that is wonderful. And so welcome to the session. And I just want to give you a quick overview of what we will discuss. And the important thing is that you should be comfortable with Teams, and this is indeed what we are doing now, as well as just an orientation towards our course platform, which will be Sun Online. And I will show you both of these platforms and go into a bit of detail. And just to show you the last slide, there will be time for questions. Keep calm, it's question time. So I'm probably not going to show that slide again. So please know that we'll have questions towards the end. So what will we cover in this session? First of all, before we start, a quick welcome. So I am JP Bosman. I'm the director for this of the Center for Learning Technologies at Stellenbosch University, and we will be 4 facilitators on this course. And I'm happy that one of my co-facilitators, who is Dr. Sonja Strydom, is also with us in this meeting. And so on behalf of both of us, I do want to welcome you to this meeting as well as to the course. Sonja is also in the center, my colleague there, and together we're happy with Margriet as well as Prof. Wim van Petergem from KU Leuven, who will be your facilitators for this course that starts on Monday, of course. Right, so on the menu is basically Microsoft Teams, and it's very important that you will be able to find your way to the live sessions. So live sessions are also called synchronous sessions, and those are 6 kind of very important live sessions that we will have throughout the course. And it's very critical that you know where they are, how to join them, and that you show up for all of them. So basically, in this course is not presented, real time, fully synchronous the whole time. Some courses function like that, but we are applying a blended strategy and using the best of asynchronous, that's self-paced study, as well as synchronous, which is the real-time facilitation as we are doing now. So, but don't worry, I will show you exactly how to know when the sessions are and how they work. The first bullet point there I said is NB. Now, for this call, many of you who are not in Stellenbosch University and has a Stellenbosch University, email address and can log into Teams with that @sun.ac.za address, came in now as a guest. Okay, so even for the sessions that we are planning, it will work exactly like it is working now. So you would be able to come in to these sessions as a guest as well. But I want to ask you and urge you that you log in your Teams before joining these live sessions with your new @sun.ac.za email address and password, right? So that's the same as that you will receive or have received for Sun Online. So just the difference between the two platforms. Sun Online is the place where the course lives. That's where you get your content, the course map, the readings, the activities, and all of that. That's on Sun Online, which is called the LMS, which is a learning management system, and it's actually a Moodle system that we are using, right? So the Stellenbosch colleagues, you of course can just log in with your Stellenbosch username and credentials and password as per usual. And of course, the colleagues from outside Stellenbosch University, you will have received and will still receive, if you are still in the process of registering, you will have received or will receive your It's usually a student number or a number at sun.ac.za email address plus a password, which will allow you to log in to Sun Online. And what I'm saying is that I want you to also log into Microsoft Teams with that same address. And that will just make everything easier because we are inside the same organization in Teams and sharing of files and going into groups. And you'll also be added to a special team, a Microsoft Teams team for this course. And I think it holds great advantage for you to do that. So sort out your @Sun email address and password because you will be needing them for both the Sun Online, which is where the course lives, as well as the Microsoft Teams sessions. After this slide, I'm going to do a live demonstration, but just what I'll show you is the chat function in Teams, which is quite powerful. One can send links, share links and send documents, etc. There's also the raise hand functionality as well as the idea of netiquette. And we've already started with that kind of thing. I was very clear with my first slide that when you come in, please mute your mic and switch your video off. And we will basically respect each other and only switch on mics, if you want to talk, and we'll raise our hands and we do it quite structured. Otherwise, we've got 14, 15, even 20, 25 people potentially talking at the same time, and that's not going to be so much fun. So we want you to talk, we want you to participate, use the chat, raise the hand, switch on your mic, but we will do that shortly, show you how that works. You need to see the presentation slides. If you're seeing these slides, then you are great, you are doing it. We will also share screen often to show websites or show how things work. And that's basically sharing a shared screen. I've already spoke about Sun Online. That's where our course lives. And you must just bookmark that address. It's https://online.sun.ac.za. And you would have received, hopefully, that communication by now from the ADA, African Doctoral Academy, from Amal Shah and the administrators there. If you are still in the process of registering, you will receive all that detail from them. And so please make sure that you always just know how to get to online.sun.ac.za, because everything that you will need for the course and to be successful will be there. The course schedule, when to log into the live sessions, what to read, what to prepare, and all the activities and assignments, etc. So it's all going to all be there. And so it's critical that from today onwards, as you are registered for Sun Online, that you make sure that you can log into that system and that you can browse your way to our course and in that way participate. I just want to allow another guest in. There we go. Right, welcome. We've already started and we're just going through the agenda for the day, and I will start showing things now. You will see that email address, which is adaschool@sun.ac.za. That is the address for the ADA, and just on usernames, passwords, not being able to get into Sun Online, having issues with your username and password, that should all be addressed to the ADA. We as facilitators have no control whatsoever as to who gets registered, who has usernames, how that works, passwords, all the rest, even for the teams and all of that. So if you have any question in this week leading up to Monday when we start, if you've got any issue, please contact the ADA and sort it out, because that will be critical that you don't on Monday find out, that you don't actually have any access, or this is wrong or that is wrong. So please make sure that you are able to get the access that you need before Monday morning that we start. There are some tasks for this week. There's going to be a survey in the form of a quick questionnaire. I will send that out via email to all the course participants this afternoon still, so watch out for that. I will hopefully also send this orientation as a video to you as well, that you can quickly just look at everything. And then basically what's important is you need to log into Sun Online, go to the course and complete section 0 of the course. because there's some things to watch, some things to read, some things to work through, and as well as you have to introduce yourself into a forum. And in that way, we can see that everyone actually managed to get to the course, and we are ready to roll come Monday morning. Right, so now I'm going to start sharing my screen. All right, let's just share the desktop. It's always difficult, dangerous to share your desktop, as you don't know what's going to be on there. But let's start then with Teams itself. Right, as you can see there, I hope you can see I'm now in our Teams meeting, and I'm seeing fairly similar to what you all will be seeing. Of course, you're seeing my screen within your meeting, so that's okay. So hopefully you've played around with Teams a little bit. I know that my bar at the top there is probably here, more towards the middle bottom of your screen, but it doesn't matter because the functionality is the same. That one are the participants. That little thing is the chat room. Okay. And so I want to ask you all to go to the chat, that little speech bubble thing, and just send me an emoticon in the chat. All right. So to send an emoticon in your post, you click on that little emoji face, and you can just send an emoticon through that I can know you guys are out there. And this is also a great way to see, if everybody is listening, has access, can hear, and is also willing to ask a question and share. So that's just brilliant. Thank you very much. Alberto, very cool. And Sonia's penguin, etc. Okay, so see if you can figure that out. So while I'm talking, next to the little speech bubble, you will see the raise your hand functionality. So if you click on it, then there's a golden hand that comes up next to your name, and I know that you would like to ask a question. So then you must please lower your hand again. So can I just see everyone please raise your hand, that I can see that everyone is able to do that? Brilliant. The screen is just lighting up with golden hands, so that's wonderful. I just want to see quickly here. Yes, everybody is in the chat. Okay, you can lower your hands again. Thank you very much. And so here, next to that are these more action buttons, and this is quite cool because here you can get to your device settings. For example, if you want to make sure you've got the right speaker, microphone, even changing the camera, etc., you can change all of that right here. So that's very useful. And then the other thing that's very useful is, I mean, you can explore all of these things, but there's live captions, which could be interesting for you to follow. But look at the bottom one. It says turn off incoming video. Now, we've heard from my colleague Sonia that she says she's battling a bit with internet at the moment, with bandwidth. And so receiving video might not be so useful for her. So if you have that same problem, you can actually turn off incoming video, and that's going to save you bandwidth, and also maybe make your experience smoother in terms of that. Well, there is the video camera that you can turn on and off, and there's also that you mute. I've muted and then talk, so that was wrong of me. And that's the way also that you can participate in the discussions. Right, so let's just try it out. I'm going to pick on one or two people and see if they can do it. So I see Lillian. Would you mind switching on your mic and just saying hello?
Hello, how are you?
I'm great. It's fantastic to hear your voice. Thank you very much. You can switch off again. Let's see who's next on my list. Marguerite, can you maybe switch on your mic and say hello? Mukangango.
Hello, everyone.
Fantastic,
Hello,
fantastic. Yes, yes. We are hearing you well. Thank you very much. You can switch off. So we are a bit too many participants to do that for all of you, but I'm pretty sure that all of you will be able to do that. You can see I'm wearing a headset with a mic, and that often works quite well in terms of these virtual meetings to just get the highest quality sound and not get any external sounds in, to your thing. Then we've got the share button. At this stage, you don't have to worry about it. Next Friday, the 25th, all of you will have to present something. So then that will be crucial for you as well. But that's a way to just share your screen or a presentation like I'm doing right now. And it's pretty straightforward. But that you can practice also on your own. So if you are in Teams and you can just meet now and just meet with yourself and you can try out all these different things, share your screen, share presentation, that you start feeling comfortable also doing that. I think that's about it for now for Teams. So can I quickly see, are there any questions at this stage on anything that I've said so far before we move over to the Sun Online part of the presentation? You can raise your hand and then I will call on you. You can also use the chat if you want to. But it looks that everyone is fine. Right, Eugene, I see your hand is up. Please go ahead. Switch on your mic.
Thank you so much, JP. Hi there. I just wanted to ask a question. For some or other reason, I can't seem to find the chat option on my Teams. And I just wondered whether there was some function for people calling from the outside of the organization.
Yes, that is a very good question. It's the same with file sharing. And so sometimes it works, but now I've realized the last couple of weeks it doesn't work. So that's not strange, and that's why I urge you to use the @sun.ac.za email address to log into Teams as well, because then it will be seamless. Then you will be able to chat and share files and all the rest. And fully take part. So that is unfortunately how it works. But I mean, you can see the presentation, right? And you can hear me, and I could hear you. So that part is fine.
Thank you so much. Yes, I can. Thanks, JP.
Okay, great. Nico, you had your hand up. Please go ahead.
No, sorry, JP. I was just clicking around.
Aha. Okay.
A dumb thumb.
That's fine. Talk to the hand. Please explain turning on or off incoming video function. All right, so thank you for that, Lillian. So how to do that is you find these more action, these three little dots, which is possibly on your, just if you hover over your screen, you get all the options for your camera and mic and everything. So you click on those buttons, those three dots, and then the last one says turn off incoming video, and you just click on that, and then you will still see my presentation and you will see my screen share, but you will not see my video. And video is the one thing on the internet that really takes a lot of internet bandwidth, etc., etc. So that's how you do it. Are you happy with that, Lillian?
Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you.
Great.
Okay now.
Lovely. All right, I'm watching. It doesn't seem that there are any more questions. So yes, let me now go to our Sun online course. I'm going to demonstrate to you what happens there. So first of all, you can use a browser. I mean, I love Chrome. Firefox also works well, and Safari, or the newest browsers, but Chrome works particularly well with Moodle. So what we said is that the link to our online course, which is Sun Online, is https://online.sun.ac.za. Right, so you go there, and then you will see the beautiful first page of this platform, and then you look for the login button, which is at the right-hand top. All right, click on login, and then here your username will be that new student number that you got when you registered, and of course the Stellenbosch colleagues, your normal username and password as per usual. So make sure you put the right username and password in there. It might be a student number for many of you. You click on sign in. Fantastic. And then you come here, and I've got access to a lot of courses, but you will probably only have access to, you will only see one. You will see this one that says teaching in the digital world, and you basically find that course, you click on that, and then you get to the home page. So I just quickly want to switch the role to what you will see. And then basically you are in the Moodle course, in the Sun Online course. And for now, you will see these two pictures. There's an announcement, there's a discussion forum, this course schedule, and then that is section 0. Remember I told you that you need to complete section 0 before Monday. This is section 0. Important course information, click here to start your journey, and you will see there are a number of things that you can do. It won't take very long, but just make some time for it. There's a little welcoming video, there's a guide on Microsoft Teams, there's a wonderful overview on how to learn online, which I think you will find very useful, things like netiquette as well. There's a link to open up and to meet the course facilitators to just get that information on the 4 of us. And then number 6, post in the forum, introduce yourself. That is one of your first course activities. And it's very clear what you need to do. You must introduce yourself, give those different things, how to do it. It's all there. You basically click on add a new discussion topic. And Eugene, there I see you've actually done it, and Brigitte, so you win a prize. You win the golden hand prize for doing that already. So all of you will then basically have posted by Monday, and that's also a way for us to see if you can get access and if you can do it. So it's very easy. You just click add a new discussion topic. You give it a subject, you write your message. You can even send us a little picture or send links and stuff like that. And then you can click on advanced if you want to upload files, but for now it's actually not even necessary. So, and then you just hit the post to forum button, and then your post will be there. We're going to use the discussion forum tool in Sun Online in Moodle frequently, so it's good if you can get used to do it in this way. Right. Oops, and now is happening what I don't know why it's happening with my Mac. It sometimes does this. The important thing is, remember I talked about the live sessions, okay? How to see the course map and the overarching course schedule and the live sessions is at this link, okay? I'm also going to send it on that email, so you will get it this afternoon as well, but if you ever need to find it again, click here, all right, and it will open up the course schedule. And there you will see those are the 6 sessions that we will have. The Monday morning session is 9 to 11. And basically each of these sessions have a unique meeting address in Microsoft Teams. So on Monday, you will just click here and it will open up your Teams and you will be at the right place. Same with session 2 on Wednesday over the lunchtime, Thursday morning, Monday again 9 to 10, a bit shorter, Wednesday lunchtime, and Friday is basically our celebration day. That's the final one where all of you are going to present something to us. You will see the topics of our course. On Monday, it's all about the theory. On Tuesday, some more theory, the ADA model on Wednesday. And then we're going to unpack, and I'm very excited about this. We're going to really unpack each of these aspects of what it means to teach. And we're going to focus on obviously how to teach in a digital world, which is what the course is all about. And you will see at the end, on the Friday, you will be able to do those presentations. But don't worry at all. We will get a lot of support and we will tell you exactly what you need to do there. All right, I think that is what I wanted to show. So I'm going to stop my sharing. Fantastic. And now we're back to us talking. And I wanted to now ask if there are any more questions from your side in terms of the course. So please feel free to use the chat or like in Eugene's case, can I chat? Please put up your hand and I will try and answer your question as good as possible. Okay, it looks like it's very clear. Right, Jackie, please go ahead. Switch on your mic.
Hi. Yeah, I just wanted to ask the sessions that are there, you got certain times for certain days. So those are live sessions, am I right?
That's correct. Those would be the live sessions, the synchronous sessions that we use for the course. Yeah. So it
Okay.
would be good if you can just diarize them as soon as you get them later today, that you can be sure it's in your diary. But I think they will be quite important because those would be, important times to understand some things. There will be inputs, there will be sharing, there will be time for questions and all of that. So it's actually, yeah, you have
And
to
would they
be there.
recorded? I mean, if you happen to have
Yes.
a conflicting schedule or something one day, yeah, okay.
Yes, they will be recorded. Like this session is also recorded, so we will give you access. But obviously, a recording of a webinar, as you might know, is not always so exciting.
Yes,
So yeah, I think if you
first
can,
class to
everyone
see that.
just can do their level best to join those sessions, it would be fantastic. Thank you very much. We will be taking, or ADA expects us to take roll call as well. Not roll call, but give them a participation list. The course is a participatory course, so it's very important that you take part as in everything as possible. Do all the activities, read everything, do the presentation at the end. That will be success. But we'll talk a bit more about that on Monday. Niku, I see your hand is down again. Are you also happy with that question and answer?
Yeah. Thanks, JP. I think you actually answered my question and also the point raised by Jackie that we might have conflicting schedules, but I do think that it is important that we attend it, and it's nice that maybe as a last resort or a backup that there is a recording available. But I think the objective is that one attend most of them as far as possible. Yeah, or all of them.
No, all of them. Indeed. Can I just say that this is the first ADA course that works like this, that is spread over 2 weeks. So we're also trying out this kind of blended learning approach. All the other courses are very, very intensive. So for them, you need to be live and listening for 4 or 5 hours every day for a whole week. And I find that very taxing and tiring. So we are trying to see how to get the best out of the online space, the live teaching and learning through Teams, as well as then what we can do offline in your own time, which creates more flexibility. So a very intense week is spread out over 2 weeks to, I think, and hopefully make things doable and for all of you to be successful in this course. All right, so I'm going to almost ask kind of gone. But if there's any questions, please use this time and the chat, or put up your hand if you've got any issues. It seems that everyone is fine. So, I mean, I'm very happy that all of you were here. That's important to me to know that on Monday you will be able to get into Teams. Remember to log in with your @Sun identity into Teams as well. Yeah, maybe I can just show you that last, because sometimes people don't know where to sign in and sign out of Teams. So if you're in Teams, oh, now I must share my screen, otherwise that's not going to work. There we go. I'm going to share my screen again. All right. So if you're in Teams, you look for yourself at the right-hand top, okay? And that's where you sign out. And if you click on that again and you click on sign in, you can sign in with a different as a different user. If you've got your own institutional credentials that you now need to change towards this. But as I've said, and as we've seen, even with a guest account, we can get very far, and we'll be cognizant of the fact that that some might not have, the chat, etc. So please try that out as well this week, to be able to log into Teams as well with your @Sun address. Thanks, Anissa. See you. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate that. All right. You have my email address, so you can ask there. I'm going to send out that other email with some of the tasks for this week still, the survey and all the rest, and the calendar, the course map, the schedule, and I hope that you would be fine. So from my side, thanks again. I'm going to stop the recording, that we have a very nice, concise video. All right, record.